this is Michael. Yes, it is, and we're on, well, my Minecraft Chillin and Chattin world. I haven't been on here for a while. I've been doing a lot of Don't Starve recently, so of course I've not been on here much. So I've got some questions and answers, and I know people like them answered every so often, and I don't really answer them much. And I don't really do these videos because I don't know if people really want them. So I do one every so often, and yeah, I've got a few questions I'm going to answer you. So I'm just going to do a bit of fishing. I'm at my stronghold base here. I'm just going to cast a line in here a bit. There we go. I've been building. I've been doing some work inside the house. So I'll be doing more of that later. But let's get to it. Let me cast my line in. See what we can catch while I'm fishing. So, first question. What was my favourite subject at school? It was English. I did very well in English. Got high marks in English. So all the way through school, always good. I like writing poetry and stories and all that kind of thing. And I have done since I was a child. Since I was like 8 and 9, I got stuff published and things like that. So not massive stuff, just some little things and that. And yeah, I've been doing things for a while, like. So English would be my favourite. Go on, take it. Take it. You want to. I don't know. I'm going to look away and look at what I've wrote down for the next question. I bet it goes down. Right, what else did I do? What did I do out of school? Ha! Got you. What did I do out of school for qualifications or like that? Well, I learned painting and decorating. I'm a qualified painter and decorator. There you go. So at school, I loved English and got really good marks. And then I went and learned how to be a painter and decorator. So there you go. And yeah, I stopped painting and decorating after a while because I realised I could write better than I could paint and things like that. So yeah, but still, that's bugger, missed that one. So there you go, painter and decorator. I get asked this a lot, and YouTube tips again. Do it if you're doing your own channel, or what tips would you give? Okay, one I'll give, right, I've told you, I've often answered this one. I've said, you've got to do things you enjoy and, things like this. And that's true, and I think that's what I've got to play on. I think the best way I can describe it here is, it's like, play the games you like and take everyone along with you who wants to join the ride and do it in a way that they enjoy it. Ha, got you. And rather than you do videos that everybody likes and you don't like, well, that was quick, because then you're going to have a problem, right? People will always come, if you do different games that you like, people will always come to different games. For instance, I've had some people who used to do loads of watching my videos in the past, but then I started to do videos they didn't like, so they disappeared, didn't comment, didn't talk, nothing. It was like they're gone. But then you do a game later on, and all of a sudden it's a game they like, so then they'll come back. Don't judge people. If somebody's commenting on your videos for a while and then they stop, because you're doing different videos, you can't expect a person to like every video you do. It's not going to happen. So, they might comment on certain videos, and you might, like me, they might comment on my, say, Minecraft all the time. But then I start doing Magna Carta and Don't Starve and things like that. All of a sudden they stop. But that's because they don't like Don't Starve and Magna Carta. You can't blame them. So you can't expect people to hang around for every video you do. It's, that blind loyalty, that's just not going to happen. They are here to be entertained. So what you've got to do is, but at the same time, you've got to be entertained. You've got to enjoy what you do. If you don't enjoy what you do, then trust me, you're going to get bored. If you start doing games that you don't, that's why I don't do certain games, even though they're popular. You'll see people, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? And it'll be like, well, I never did Slender. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not that Slender, I didn't think Slender was scary or entertaining, and well, maybe it were, but it had been done to death. So there was no point me doing it. It had just been boring. So I didn't do it, and I didn't think it to be something I'd enjoy enough to keep doing over and over again. So, no, I didn't do it. You've got to be something you like, something you're interested in. If you're not interested in it, then trust me, no matter how many views you get, how many likes or you get on it, you're just going to, in the end, get fed up and not want to play it anymore. And, you know, and if you force yourself to keep doing it, you're going to quit. Eventually, you're going to have had enough and you're going to quit. You know, so do games you like to play and let people come along with you on the ride and try to entertain them. It's like when I did Heavy Rain. To start with, my Heavy Rain views were pretty bad, and you know, likes were pretty low. Nobody cared. Nobody really cared if I played it or not. But by the time I was done, you know, my likes were probably about 3 or 4 times bigger, and, you know, my views were the same. And that's because people started to think, well, yeah, I'll have a quick look at this game, and it's like, oh, look at that, that's not bad. And then they watch it, and then they watch it more, and they start to enjoy it. And that's really what you've got to do, you know, win people over by what you do. And yeah, that should do it. You know, then you'll enjoy what you're doing because you're playing games you enjoy, and people enjoy watching you, and that's really how you build it up. Another one is, don't expect anything of your subscribers. It's not that you know, it's great, you know, but you've got to realise that these are people who you don't know. You know, you can't expect them to act a certain way. You can't expect them to like a certain video or something like that. It might be a really popular video, you know, that's out at the time, but just because they're liking somebody else's video, you know, somebody else's version of it, don't mean that automatically they should come and like yours. You know, give them respect as individual people, and realise that, you know, they're looking for their own entertainment. They don't care if you're entertaining somebody else. They're looking for their own entertainment, and you can't blame them. So, you know, realise that, you know, don't depend on people to, you know, to give you likes and that kind of thing, because, you know, at the end of the day, you can't be sure who's going to watch what. So, you know, but at the same time, always be wary that you're trying to entertain them, and they are the ones that make you who you are, and always give them respect for that. So yeah, basic stuff. Then, you know, do what you do for you, and not for views or likes. You know, don't try and be popular. Just be you. Don't try and put funny voices on or act in a weird way, because, you know, that's a lie, and people will pick up on that eventually. So just be yourself. Just be who you are, and people will either like it or they won't. If they don't, they know where unsubscribe button is, or they know where door is get out. You know, that's up to them. If they do like it, then you're gonna have a loyal subscriber, and that's a great way to be. So yeah, there you go. And yeah, I can leave. I think I've told you basics that you need. You need to be thick-skinned. You don't need to get upset about things. If somebody don't like your video, if somebody clicks dislike, don't fall apart. Don't be like, oh my God, I want to find out who that is and kill them and all this. No, you're going to get dislikes. You've got to realise this. I mean, I've been lucky. I haven't had many dislikes. I had 1 month where I had like a load of dislikes, but that's because some child were pressing the dislike button and loaded over and over and over again because they had an argument with me. And so they decided they'd do what, you know, adults do and start clicking dislike button on all my videos. But that happens, you know. But I don't count that because I know what that was. But as for normal people just clicking dislike, yeah, I've not had very many. Yeah, I've had very few dislikes on my videos. So to be honest with you, I'm lucky. But you've got to be thick-skinned. If somebody clicks dislike, it's dislike. Take it. Cope with it. You know, don't worry about it. And yeah, that's all there is to it. Right. Saw someone talking about begging for likes. What's my opinion? I haven't actually given my opinion on this one for quite a while. I think I've mentioned it in the past. And I think that... Alright, in some ways, I've always said that I'm man enough to say... excuse me, when I'm wrong and things like that. And I don't think I was necessarily totally wrong, but at the same time, I think I was making a decision based on what I didn't know and less on what I did. Right, let me just get to daytime. Alright, we're back. Daytime again. Yay, back to fishing. So anyway, yeah, I think... Oh, that was quick. Missed it. Damn. Wasn't ready for that one. Yeah, I think when I mentioned them things, it was before I really understood the finer points of it. So I gave an opinion what I believed. It wasn't that I was just saying it. I did believe what I said. Oh, bug! Stop it! Great, I'm staring at it now and it's not going down. Anyway, I did say what I believe, but I think I've realised now, as time's gone on and I've done a lot more videos, that likes are more than just like begging people to like your videos, as in it was a good video. It's also a commentator's way of knowing what your subscribers want. It's because we're not telepathic. You know, end of the day, we can't just look at the monitor and stare at the monitor and, you know, get told exactly how many people enjoyed your video. You know, it is really one of your only ways of realising who likes your videos. You know, it's like I know I've done a series before and I've only been getting like 3 or 4 likes on video. But yeah, I've had probably about 8 people, like a few months later, say, why have you stopped doing this? Why have you stopped doing this? And it's like, wait, if 8 of you have messaged me asking me about this game, why is it only 3 were liking it? And I'll be honest, I'm guilty too. You know, there's times when I've watched a video and I've not thought about it, I've just clicked, you know, the close button and closed it off and gone on to somebody else's video, and I've not clicked the like button even though I've enjoyed it. So I'm not, you know, you can't blame anyone. But, you know, to me, I don't care as in looking at that as if to say, oh, I want everybody to prove they thought it was incredibly entertaining and that. But, you know, I cannot read minds. So, you know, I think in a way by seeing how many people click like on a video or dislike on a video tells you how things are going. You know, if I do a game that 3 or 4 people click dislike on, I'm going to say, okay, you know, you obviously didn't like it, I'll not do it no more. You know, that's the understanding. But if I do a video, you know, that I think people are going to like and only 2 click like, and I say, nah, well, you know, if there's only 2 liking it, I'll stop doing it. It's no good then 5 people messaging me saying, oh, I thought you were going to do this series. It's like, yeah, but, you know what I mean? You could have click like and told me that you wanted it. You know, so I think that's what you've got to realise. You know, it's one of the tools that a commentator uses, like me, uses to understand if you're enjoying what we do. So when you see somebody put a button up saying, you know, click like if you enjoyed this video, sometimes people sit there and go, oh, look, they're begging for likes. No, they're not begging for likes. They're asking your opinion. And this is one of their ways of knowing what you feel. You know, if they were begging for likes, they'd put, please, 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 please click like. I beg you to click like, I want likes. You know, that is begging for likes. That's not good. But if someone's just like, hey, if you like this video, click the like button. It's obvious. It's not begging for likes because you think of real life. Let's say you make something for people in real life, right? You've got a meal. Let's say you cook a meal for a load of people. And afterwards, you put the meal down and everybody eats the meal and then they just go up and walk away from the table and don't say anything. How would you feel? You'd want to know, well, did you like that meal? Did you like what I cooked for you? Did it taste nice? Now, it's not that you're begging for people to like it. You're just begging for you just want some feedback. It's just a way of getting feedback. If they get up and say, that were really nice, or, and you're with, nice, and all this, then you know people are enjoying it, so therefore, you'll do it again. But if everybody just gets up and walks away from the table and never says a word to you, you're going to be like, alright, did they like that? Or did they not like that? And that's how it can be. And that's how it is with a commentator, basically. You know, if you click like on his videos, then he knows, okay, they like this, so I'll keep doing it. If you don't, then they're going to be like, maybe they don't like it, so I'll move on to something else. And then people get upset because they've moved on. And it's like, well, you could have told me. You know what I mean? And if you're not going to say it in comment, and you're not going to say it in message, then the easiest way for me to guess how people are feeling about a game or something is to just look at the likes. And if they know if a lot like it, I'll keep doing it. If nobody seems to click like, I'll stop. And yeah, and a lot of time it isn't that people don't like it. It's just a simple case of people, you know, just forget to click the like button. They just watch a video, then close it, and then go on to the next video. And that's why some people put, you know, if you like this video, click the like button in the bottom corner. So it reminds people there is a like button down there. And if you'll take a few seconds out of your, it's a second, isn't it? You just move your mouse to it, click, and it's done. So if you'll take a second out of your time just to, you know, it took me half an hour, it took me, let's say, what, 15 minutes to shoot a video, half an hour, let's say 20 minutes to render it, and then like 2 hours to post it. So it's took me all about 2.5 hours, and all I want from you is a second for you to click like if you liked it. 1 second for something it took me 2.5 hours to do. It's not asking a lot. So, and yet people then say, oh, they're begging for likes. And it's disrespectful, really, because that person's worked hard to get that video to you. And if it's entertaining you, it takes 1 second for you to show that. And, that helps that person then realise whether they should keep doing it or not. So, there you go. Favourite colour? Green. It used to be blue. I still like blue, but it started to be green. So, yeah. Don't know why. It's just recently, like emerald green, like a quite a brightish green. I'm not really keen on dark greens. They look dirty greens. I like them that are quite bright and quite light. But like the 11 at the bottom between the between the hearts and the meat stick thingies. That 11. I like quite bright ones like that. So yeah, green. I don't like cars in that colour or things like that, or clothes. I just like that colour, but I think some things it looks too gaudy on. It's strange, but yeah, I like green. Why not much Minecraft at the moment? Well, here's some for you now. You're seeing some now. It's just time, honestly. It's just like I haven't got the time. I mean, and I want to work on here more. I've got stuff to do. I think there's another village over that way, right over there, and I want to do a bit more on Sandstone Village. I'm wanting to expand it. I wanted to make it bigger. I wanted to make it a lot bigger, almost like a city if possible one day. And also I wanted to take the house down at base 1 and the wood stone house and make it into a big place that incorporates all that. So I've got a lot I'm wanting to do, but it's just time. Right now the Don't Starve stuff is taking up a lot of my time. Having the cooking with Lordug, and then I'm getting asked questions like mad about how do you do this, how do you do that, and I love it. I love getting asked these questions. I love helping people, but it takes up time. And then I've got the Magna Carta stuff to do on top of that. So it's like right now my things are getting took up. I put some stuff on one side because I thought I might be doing a collaboration, and that might look like it's fell through. So yeah, I kind of moved my schedule around a little bit for things, and it just made it so I haven't had much time to do anything else. You put real life in that, and the fact it's Christmas as well, so that takes up even more time. Yeah, Minecraft's kind of been put to one side a little bit. But it doesn't mean that I've gone off it. I haven't. I still love Minecraft. And everything I've said I'm wanting to do, I am still going to do. It's just that it might take longer than I expected. So there you go. Where's Minecraft? Well, it's here for now, but there will be more in future. It's just when I can. And finally for tonight, why do I hardly ever do collaborations? Right, well, the point is, right, in your mind, you usually have, there's two different kind of collaborations. There's the kind that you have in your mind as a list of people you'd like to do it with because you respect what they've done, you respect their skill as a commentator, and you think you'd be able to do something entertaining with them. And then you've got the other people who message you and say, will you do a collaboration with me, or do you want to go on a game with me, or whatever. And once that's happened, then it comes down to schedule, because you've got a life, they've got a life, and it makes it so you've got to try and make it so both collide together, so that then it's like sometimes I've asked people to do collaborations, and then it's like, oh, I can't do it today, I'll do it next time, and I can't do it today, I'll do it next time, and it's just time. For instance, one of the people I really like doing collaborations with, or did do one with on a Minecraft, is a load of Happerblap. I think he's an amazing commentator, one of the most underrated commentators on YouTube right now, my opinion. And we did some Minecraft together, and I think we got on really well. And I was going to do a Sniper Elite with him, but then my scheduling, his scheduling, and now real life's kind of got busy for him. So it's kind of like that's kind of threw us to one side a little bit. So we haven't been able to do a collaboration like we'd have liked to. And I'm just going to go and sleep and get to daytime again. Okay, we're back. That's it. Nice sleep. Feel better now. So yeah, scheduling. That's probably one of the biggest problems. Where they've got a life, they've got a family, they've got videos to do. You've got to remember they're commentators too. So by the time they've spent time with the family, got all that out of the way. Then they've gone and done their videos, shooting their videos for a day. Then they've got them to render up and post, things like that. And you've got to do the same. You've got to do your family work stuff and then videos and that. And then you've got to hope that at some point you can find a place where you both have time free so that you can do stuff. And that sometimes can be difficult. And it's the same for everybody. I mean, it's like people who have asked me to do collaborations. Sometimes it's been my fault. I've said, like, I'm sorry. They've had plenty of time free, and I've been like, I'm sorry, I can't right now. I've just got no time. And then other times I've been like, I've had time free, and said, do you want to do a collaboration? People are like, sorry, I've just got no time. And it's just that. I mean, you've also got to remember that they've probably got other collaborations set up. I mean, you're not the only, pardon me, you're not the only commentator they know. They know a lot of other people who are also asking them to do collaborations. So, at the end of the day, you're all trying to fit all this together and trying to find a slot for you all. And it can just make things complicated. You know what I mean? It's like, one that's caught recently, somebody buys you a game, for instance. Now, you might have been planning to do a collaboration with somebody else on this game when you finally got it. And then somebody else buys it you. So you feel kind of obligated to play the game with that person. You know what I mean? Because they bought you the game. You can't really have somebody buy you the game and then go and play it with somebody else. Somebody buys you the game and says, do you want to, I'll do a co-op with you. I'll buy you this game and do a co-op with you. You're like, okay, that's fine. I'll do a co-op with you. Thank you very much. So that can come up as well. There's obligations out there, and then there's other commentators and that you do co-op with. And, end of the day, you've got to realise you've got to be flexible. You've got to be understanding. You can't take anything personal or to heart or whatever. Commentators don't want to fall out with each other or let each other down. They don't want to, but sometimes things just clash. So you've got to be, you've got to be able to just be flexible yourself and go, yeah, no problem. We'll do something else some other time. I'll look forward to it. And then you wait and try and fit it in again. So yeah, it's just another thing, and all comes under, getting a co-op done. It's just very, very busy and sometimes almost impossible. I've still wanted to do some more stuff with Earthbabe, because people did enjoy the Earthbabe and Ugg stuff that we did. So I wanted to do some more with Earthbabe, but again, her real life's busy. She's working, so that makes it so she's busy. So I can't really do as much with her as I'd like right now. So, but also, there's other people who have asked. I've had somebody ask me to do some stuff on Chivalry, which I wanted to do. They've asked me, so yeah, I won't mind doing that for a bit. So yeah, I don't mind people asking, but they've got to realise that scheduling's always going to be tricky. And if they don't mind being patient, then yeah, I'll get round to them eventually, and we'll do something together, which I really like. So anyway, I think that's about it for today. I think I've answered enough questions, and I don't know how long this video's running. I haven't put my timer on. I'm guessing longer than it should have done, but once I get talking, this is why I don't do questions and answers, because once I get talking, I don't shut up. I just go on forever. So yeah. Oh, if you are watching this, there's a competition being run by AZCutiePie22. She's amazing. Go over to her channel. I'm going to put a link in to her channel in this description of this video, because she's running a competition, a giveaway for a pack of games. A whole pack of games. So go look at the video if you want to take part in it. I think you may have to subscribe for it, but hey, it's a small price to pay when somebody's been kind enough to give away a pack of games. So, go over, see what you think. And if you like what Cutie Pie does, give that button a click, that like, that subscribe button. And yeah, sure, take part in the giveaway, and good luck to you all who do enter. So that's it for me. Now you all take really good care of yourselves, and goodbye for now, my friends.